Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello everyone. Uh, so before I start, I'm Sagar Moria, and let's begin with today's session. I would like to remind everyone that registration for BitBox 2.0 are underway, and we have huge prizes. So register soon, and we hope to see some great solutions from all of you. So today we have two very special speakers from our sponsor, Roketo. Roketo is going to have a special track in BitBox 2.0, and the winner of this track will be awarded 25,000 INR. And our speakers today will share all the details with you regarding the track and Roketo itself. Over to you, Olga and Mark.
Thank you, Olga and George.
Yeah, my name is George. Thank
That's
you.
fine. Yeah, Mark is our designer. He's not today with us, but it's better, to be with front-end developer on this session. Hi, everyone. My name is Olga. I'm business developer in Roketo, and today we are with George. We'll tell you more about Roketo and the challenge. And hopefully, we want at the end you will be inspired to use Roketo in your solutions, and yeah, we'll give it a try. Thank you very much for hosting us today. We are very happy to be part of this hackathon, and yeah, I hope you will find our presentation useful. So actually, a story of Roketo also started from the hackathon. It was a participant of the Meta Beetle hackathon in September last year, and we won first grand prize and won $40,000. And that's how the story of Roketo has launched. And already in October, Roketo was launched in a mainnet, and the first tokens were listed. So now there are 10 tokens listed, and we have more than 6,000 streams created. So we use so Roketo is built on the Near blockchain, and why we choose Near? Because first of all, our team has huge expertise in Near, and also would be interesting if you guys know about Near blockchain. So maybe you can comment and whether you're familiar with it or not. But I use this slide in order to show you some advantages of Near and why we choose it. Because in comparison with other blockchains, with Ethereum especially, it has lower fees. And this is really important when we speak about finance and transactions. So, for example, if you're a freelancer and you get paid in in years and you need to withdraw money, you will pay only several cents to just make this transaction. In comparison with Ethereum, you will pay like $50, and this makes the idea of withdrawing money often not very, not very working. So also, yeah, the transactions are fast on Near. It has sharding in production, and it's how Near is different to other blockchains. And yeah, it's just modern. And like there are some thoughts that 2022, this year will be the year of Near. I don't know. We will see, but some people are predicting that. Also, George, can you make a second slide? Next slide. What is important, and I wanted to stress, like, and share it with you, that could be relevant to this hackathon, that Near is the first carbon neutral blockchain platform, and this corresponds with with the goals, that is the main topic of the hackathon, as I know. So last year, it was it got this label of climate neutral product, and it's possible because, as I told, Near is quite advanced, and it has unique approach to sharding, and there is no need of huge mining farms in Near, and there is no need of use of energy, of huge amounts of energy as it's used on other blockchains. New use validators. There is a community participants in the network that validate transactions. So that's how it can be scaled without less impact on the environment. And that's why NEO also attracts people who, have these climate-friendly solutions and mindsets. So we are happy to be part and this hackathon and be partners. If we talk about Roketo, so we tell there's actually Roketo emerged to disrupt the financial sphere for real-time streaming solution. And the main idea of Roketo is that you can stream money and not get it like at the same time. And there is several there is plenty of user cases how it could be used, and we want to show you Roketo, and we would like if you come up with great and creative ideas how Roketo could be used. So I'm passing word to George, and he will show you more. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm front-end developer at Roketo, and right now I'm going to show you what Roketo is. I would like to start this interface of Roketo. It's our decentralized app, which is live on mainnet and testnet, and it's a good start to make an overview of what Roketo is. So here's this page where we can create a new stream and send money to someone. Making a stream means that when you create it, money is not transferred immediately to the other party, but through a fluid period of time, which you can determine. So for example, we can send I will enter my name, 1 year over, say, 30 days. 30 days is like the interval of a payment, a salary, so you can pay salary through Roketo to someone. Every transaction you create with Roketo is subscribed, is signed via the Near blockchain. So to work with Roketo, you also need to connect to Near blockchain. And in my presentation, I'm going to show you how it's done. So we're going to skip this for the moment and just sign it with my wallet on the testnet. We wait a little bit. Transaction on Near are quite fast, and usually takes about 10 seconds or even less to sign something. But it actually may take some time right now. Yep, here we go. And here you see the first stream we created. Receiver is Goshanov testnet, and status is active. We can also pause the stream, stop stream, and add more funds to it, copy a link and share it with someone else, because streams are public. So it's a blockchain, and anyone with a link with the ID of the stream can watch it, can subscribe to it, and just do anything he wants. So maybe set up some hooks or something else. And we see that 1 month is required more for all the money to pass to other party. And right now we can refresh our page and see that already some funds have been transferred. Okay, it doesn't work very well right now. Looks like Near is having some overload right now, but anyway, okay, let's skip to our presentation. So what Roketo is all about? Roketo is like a framework within which you can create new streams, and you can combine them between other parties. You can send stream to someone, and he can send another stream to someone, and so you can make like whole ecosystem of streams. And Roketo provides a cool and simple API for you to use it, which is all described in this GitHub repository, which I created for you guys from Hackathon to start this. It's public, placed on GitHub, and I want you to fork it, to copy paste it, do whatever you want. And there is all the files you need to use. all the interfaces written in TypeScript, so it's kind of easy to start with. And here is the showcase of the first function. The main function of Roketo is how to create stream. You need to pass the receiver ID, speed per tick, which I'm going to explain a bit more in details later about how to calculate it, how to pass it. But here, just suppose we pass 1, and deposit, which means how many tokens in the stream, on the balance from the stream. Which means that if the deposit all the transfers, stream is going to die. You also need to send information about the token you want to send. So here I'm sending near, but also you can send some other tokens on the near blockchain. We support some of them. And but I'm going to describe it a bit later. Also, you can write a description, which is limited to 150 chars, but it's enough for you to pass some IDs to set up a callbacks for your ideas. So how to start building everything? First of all, you need to connect to near blockchain, and I think you guys are not familiar with it yet, but it's really simple. There is a full documentation about near. It's really simple. You install the package, import it, and do some other stuff like providing a configs, and call one function connect. And after that, your web browser is connected to blockchain, and you can start using all the apps inside. So it's simpler compared to Ethereum or other blockchains. And I'm going to cover it in the code later in this presentation. If you're more of a blockchain developer and you're writing smart contracts in Rust, we have a full documentation of the contract. It's located inside the repository. And it has all the type definitions for the Rust contract, all the methods, all descriptions, information about how to calculate it. So it looks like I have some troubles with, yeah, it's loaded. So about how to build contract if you want to deploy your own, how to run tests, all the methods available inside, all the data types. So it's a good place to start if you're going to make some cross-contract calls or going to integrate Roketo into your smart contract. Also, there's all the TypeScript definitions, an API for easy start for JavaScript. If you want to write your own user interface, use it inside some web app. So I tried to make as much documentation as possible, document all the functions, all the methods. And there is no an SDK, so you just fork repository or copy paste. There is a single file in which you have all the Roketo stuff. So how to connect in 1 minute to Roketo? First of all, as I said, you need to connect to near blockchain. And it's done in 3 lines. You don't need to pay much attention about what's going on here because it's more for near stuff. And you just connect it. You need an account in near blockchain, of course, and it will redirect you to near wallet, in which you can subscribe, add your tokens to subscribe transactions. So here we create a key store, which is browser local storage, which means you can use it inside the browser. You can use it also in the Node.js, this file system key storage, but we're going to stick with browser one. We call one function. It's called connect from the near package. You pass all the configs, which is all available in this. So you can find them here in the documentation of a near API. And we make an wallet connection, which actually connects the near blockchain with your authorized wallet, with your near address. And after that, we call init Roketo, that wallet connection, which means so you need to use Roketo with some account if you want to sign transaction or create streams. So here is the example of calling the function. I already have authorized account in this presentation. So we can call function get current account from Roketo API. And we see it's an actual code which is in the blockchain. It's actual data from blockchain. So we see there's 2 static streams. The one I created through the Roketo app interface. We see the ID here. It starts with 4K, and it's here. So you can write your own UI to that. You can use it in a smart contract or whatever. And what does it mean? There is three main fields about the streams: dynamic inputs, dynamic outputs, and static streams. Static streams is the streams that are finished their running. So they're stopped or they run out of balance. Dynamic inputs and dynamic outputs means that there are streams, inputs for incoming, outputs for incoming, which may change, they're subject to change. You can withdraw balance from them. You can add more, deposit to them. You can change their state. You can pause them. You can renew them. Or some actions may happen with them. There's also few fields which are going to help you to show the balances, calculate them right. Everything is in integers. So we don't use floats anywhere. This is explained in more detail inside the GitHub repository, and I encourage you to take a look at it. So we have, as I said here, data about IDs of the streams, but we don't have an actual ID and actual data for every stream. So let's fetch something. We are fetching the first stream from our account, and we see it here. So the owner. The owner means the one who created the streams and who actually sent the money, sent tokens or near tokens. And the receiver is my name of my account in the testnet, because I am receiving all the tokens. There is a ticker field, which means that this is not near tokens being transferred, but Roke tokens, which is an NAP 141 standard. It's a special standard for near, and I'm going to cover it a bit later. And we see the tokens per tick value, which means how many tokens are transferred per each tick, and the status, which is finished, which means that this is why this stream is inside static streams, because finished means it cannot be renewed. You cannot add more funds to it, and you cannot actually do anything with the stream, like change. You cannot change it anymore. You can only watch it and inspect the history. There is available to withdraw and tokens total withdrawn, which actually means what they described. How many tokens is available to withdraw, and how many tokens has been withdrawn. Balance is 0, which means token this stream is dead. So after you create a stream, like suppose we have a scenario, you want to pay salary to some employee called John. So you hire John to your company and start to pay him a salary. You call the create stream from Roketo. And after that, John asks you for an unpaid day off. So suppose he wants to have some vacation with his family, spare some time. You don't want to fire him, so you can just pause the stream at this moment, pass the stream ID of a John's stream, and it can be called both by John and by you. So John can act on his behalf and pause the stream without your actions. After that, no money will be transferred to John per tick. He will not receive more money than he already had. So you need to renew stream once again by calling start stream. Starting a stream is only available to an owner, which is pretty logical, because if John could renew a stream, it could be possible vulnerability. So starting a stream is only available as an owner. You should be an owner of the stream. And after you call this function, stream is going to start ticking again, and John will keep receiving his salary every tick. So in the end of the month, your stream is going to run out of balance. And to avoid creating a new stream, you can deposit more funds into the stream if you want to keep your communication with John, keep your work, and keep him on the job. So you just call deposit stream. This stream ID, and also pass here an amount. I forgot it to add here, but here's an extra parameter, this deposit amount, which is described in tokens of the stream. And the last function for manipulating the streams is stopping the stream. It can be called by owner and the receiver as a pause stream. But this has a huge difference from pause stream because you cannot revert this operation. After you stop the stream, any balance on the stream is returned to the owner, and it cannot be renewed once again. So stopping a stream means firing a John from your company, or you can also use it to raise his salary, for example, because if you want to raise his salary, you need to change the tokens per tick amount, and you cannot do that with Roketo. You should create a new stream. So streams are static in that idea that you cannot change the speed of the stream. It's always the same. So you can send near tokens with Roketo, but you also can send NAP one-for-one tokens. As I said, there is special testnet Roket token, which is deployed on this address, and it's available on testnet. And there's special documentation link which you can use to mint as much Roket tokens as you need to play with it, to do whatever you want. Everyone can mint these tokens, and everyone can send it and create streams. If you have an idea about some special behavior, special technical idea about tokens, you want to create your own smart contract with tokens, you can reach me in Discord or reach Olga, and we may add your token to a whitelist, and you will be able to use it on testnet and show us something cool what you made on this hacker. So finally, we're reaching the scary tokens per tick parameter. So here I'm going to show you an example of how to calculate the right amount of tokens per tick for a stream. So suppose we're going to transfer 1 NIR over 1 day, 2 hours and 50 minutes. I took these strange periods on purpose to show you more calculations. So to stream 1 NIR of that time, we take all the different amount, like 1 day, 2 hours, 50 minutes, and multiply it by special multipliers for everything. So we know there is 60 seconds in 1 minute. We know there is 60 minutes in 1 second, and we know here's 24 hours in a day. We multiply it by everything between, and so we get seconds in a day, seconds in an hour, seconds in a minute. Those multipliers are available inside the helpers, so you don't need to invent them on your own. Just use tools predefined. So, and we take our amount of days, multiply it by seconds in a day, multiply minutes by seconds in a minute, multiply hours by seconds in an hour, and we get total duration of the stream in seconds that we want it to be. So total amount of seconds will be 1 day, 2 hours, and 50 minutes. Tokens per tick. So we can talk about what the tick is. Tick in Roketo is 1 nanosecond. So every second there is 10 to the power of 9 ticks. This multiplier is also defined for you, and I really encourage everyone to use a big number library for JavaScript or for Node.js or some special library for working with big numbers in your language if you're using something different, because you should really avoid overflows here. And for JavaScript, I recommend big numbers. You can install it via NPM. And so how to calculate the tokens per tick? Finally, we take total amount and divide it to integer. It's important. Token per tick cannot be a float amount because we don't operate with floats. You always should round it to some integer. And we add duration in seconds, multiplied by seconds to nanoseconds multiplier. So what we're going to get is a correct speed for the stream, which will transfer 1 year over 1 day, 2 hours, and 50 minutes. This code example is available in the repo, and please come here if you have any troubles with calculating tokens per tick, or you can just ask me a question in the Discord if you have any troubles with it. So, how to withdraw from streams? Of course, Roketo is not only about streaming money; it's also about transferring money. So, you can withdraw all the tokens, all the near tokens and NAP, if you by calling one single line, it's update account. So Roketo, after you call update account, Roketo finds all your streams, iterates over them, and combines all sums of the near tokens, all other tokens, and combines them into one balance and transfers them to your near wallet in one transaction, and you don't need to calculate them on your own. So it's really simplifies the work. So instead of like this, when compared with traditional payments, you like receiving all them from different sources, but in Roketo the source is always like unified. You always get all the tokens that are available to you. Calling this operation is almost free. It only takes gas fees and an operational fee in Roketo, which is on something like 0.001 near on testnet and on mainnet. So how you could use Roketo is the first one. There is three main ideas about using Roketo which I can think of, but I'm sure you can think of many more of them. And I really want you to go crazy here and think about like anything you want. Roketo creates infinitely possibilities for building new stuff, building new concepts, changing the economics, changing the relationships between buyer and customer in the shop, or between the employer and the employee, or whatever else. There's unlimited possibilities for your imagination. And so there is three I came up with. The first one is salary framework, which is I already described a little bit while talking presentations about a John and paying a salary to a John, which we can use streams to let John withdraw money as he needed, not only in the end of the month or 2 times per month, but just as he needs it. Moreover, you can also add some to this framework, something like taxes, because you can send a Roketo stream to some smart contract, which will divide the stream into 2 another streams. One is 10% tax for DAO, for government, for maybe healthcare, for John's family or something else, and the other like 90% going straight to John account. So you can think there are many things may be invented, and salary framework is more than just paying someone a salary. Also, second idea is a vesting solution. So vesting means you want to start a company with someone, and you give a share of a company to everyone, which is unlocked over some period of time. For example, I'm starting a family company and having a 2-year vesting contract, which means that after 2 years, I receive like 50% of the company. But if I leave before that, I will not receive anything, or I will receive a part. I will receive a part. And like if I work only 1 year from 2, I receive 25, half of 50. So this can be easily implemented by Roketo, because once you leave the company, stream just stopped, and all the tokens, which may actually play something like a share in the company role, it's not like simple tokens to pay, but which means you can write a smart contract, which will split all the profits by DAO or smart contract to different persons as a share and vestings. So you can implement this vesting option on the Roketo. And the third one is kind of simple one, but I really like. It's my favorite, I think. It's about paying for services with Roketo. So you can, for example, pay for Netflix via Roketo and pay for only the time you watch a film, you watch something, or maybe you can donate or pay for some private custom content to someone to support their work. Maybe donate to donate to a charity. For example, I would like to see implemented like something like Patreon on blockchain. They can donate share to someone and see some private content for you delivered to your maybe newsletter, maybe your email, or something else. There is a lot of technical, interesting details in implementation, but I think everyone can, you can think of it. So what is next is up to you. We interested in any ideas about how Roketo gonna may be used, and we don't like force you to use all these three. This is just for example, but you may implement even them. It's going to be cool and interesting to see. So I really encourage you to ask us questions on the Discord channel for GDSC. You can hashtag me, hashtag Olga, hashtag Roketo, and I'm gonna come and answer for your interesting questions. If you have any technical questions, also you can create an issue on the repository. All the links to the repo, to the docs, and to this presentation will be available in our Discord channel. I'm gonna post them just after the workshop. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, George.
Olga, can you share a little bit about Roketo's track in BitBox 2.0?
Share the links to our social media or what? I didn't hear.
Actually, the track about the track that they will perform in.
So we will maybe you can send to the link or send to the chat the link to the Discord channel, and we will send all the materials there.
Yeah, we will provide the Discord link, and if anyone has any query, they can ask it in the comment box.
Yes. Yeah. I also had several slides maybe to add after George, but yeah, can you press the next slide? So while maybe people are writing some questions, I will just briefly tell a little bit more about user cases. So George told about what could be done on Roketo, but I will say what is already done. So we, as I said at the beginning, so now you have a better understanding of the project. So we have more than 6,000 streams created using Roketo. So several user cases as George says, are salaries, are vestings, and one that he didn't mention is airdrop. And one project on Near called Paris, it's a huge NFT marketplace. They did an airdrop with Roketo. Actually, it's still on the process. It will be finished in 3 weeks. And we're actually waiting to the end to see the final results. So actually, it's quite unique user case when airdrop was not made, at the same simultaneously, but it was spread out during 3 months. And yeah, we are actually looking for more applications of Roketo for airdrop as well. But as you see on the slide, there are other ways how Roketo could be used and for which purposes. So one of them could be also grant programs, and it's also beneficial, for the grant organization that it grants or investors that would donate or pay money to the to company or to the team, but they don't need to send all the money, or they do not need to remember when to send a new tranche of money. So they just do it as a stream. They see the progress and they just continue doing this stream. If they don't like the progress or something occurs, they can just pause the stream, as George said, and then see what to do next, whether to stop it or then relaunch it again. Yeah, so the next slide is just our links, I think. The most important, yes, Roketo challenge. So, yeah, Sagar has already said about the price. So we, so it's 25,000 INR, but we want to pay it in year. So, and probably through Roketo. So let's see. Our task of the challenge is quite quite like vast, so you're really open and to come up with any solution, and just need to use Roketo in your project and create at least one stream in a testnet, and that's how we will like judge and choose the winners. And yeah, the next slide is our like links. So now we are present like in Twitter and Telegram. So it's Roketo stream, and you can find it. Yeah, join. And yes, as George said, we will be in Discord, and we are there to answer your questions. And wish you great hackathon. And I hope we inspired you to use Roketo. It's your ideas, and explore near blockchain and Roketo as well. I think it's all for presentation. So like, if there is any questions, we're here to answer. If not, like we can continue in Discord. Like if you later come up with some comments or questions, we can speak there.
Yeah, thank you both of us, and it was very informative session. Thank you so much, and
Thank you.
we will provide the Discord link in the box. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, have a great start